And here we are, Sunday afternoon walk. Oh, a wind picked up. Nice. Finally. Even though it was, colder than yesterday, I think the humidity is still, I don't know. It doesn't feel, that is colder, actually colder. Yeah. So, EuroCup is still, quite a main topic here in Slovenia. Today, once again, the calculations, how can Slovenia progress into the second round, were once again published. The draw with Serbia is still unforgettable fact. They, in the first half they showed more than Serbia. Then our guys scored, but in the last attack got a goal received. Yeah. But one of the more, let's say, important topics or news stories this week was still continuing a strike of workers at majority, I think 2/3 of the administrative units across Slovenia, and they actually have shown a video from here in Ljubljana at our main Lizzie, she pulled me back. At our main administration office at Tobačna complex. So Tobačna is actually literally means tobacco. Well, it's former complex of a former tobacco factory, which was converted to office space. Lizzie, Abishla. I don't know what she's watching. And yeah, they're one of the main I don't know if they own or they rent the space. Basically, the main location for the administration unit here in Ljubljana is there. There is actually a second one, but only in Tobačna you can do everything. And basically they have shown a video how people are literally running from outside fence towards the building. Actually, there are, I think, two buildings or two separate. Oh, she was watching the doggo. At least two separate entrances, I believe there are. And so the story is, because of the strike, now people cannot book an appointment anymore. So they will only accept, let's say, a walking, appointments. So first come, first serve principle is in effect, let's call it like that. And apparently people are waiting throughout the night at the outside fence So the whole complex is still, you know, fenced in. Oh yeah, Pemolizika. So people are waiting, I think, until 6 a.m. to outside of the fence. When the gates are then opened, and they run to the buildings, or one building, or to the, let's say, entrance. I think there are two entrances. One is for foreigners and one is for, you know, citizens. At least the last time that I was there, they had divided like that. You know, for foreigners are basically, you know, residency permits and work permits and so forth. And then they have to, of course, you know, wait in the second line until they actually open. And people, then of course, when this video was posted, journalists also visited, and they said in the morning apparently there were like 150 people waiting, but because of the strike they also work very slowly. And of course, because not a lot of people are actually working, or, you know, like a blue flu situation, they work very slowly on purpose. So for each day they accept only 30 people. And now this causes a lot of problem, you know. Well, not a problem, problems. Oh, they have built something. Huh, interesting. I haven't noticed before. I think they are renovating a factory hall. Well, former factory hall. I don't know if this will be still an industrial building, or perhaps they will turn it into a residency, no apartments. Well, back to our topic. Now because the strike has been going for several months now, and now people cannot even get appointment. This causes quite a lot of problems, you know. If perhaps your passport expires, your ID, your driver's license, you know, this causes quite a lot of problems. Of course, you can go to other, so not, let's say you live in Ljubljana, but in Ljubljana you will not get in line. So you go to a smaller city or town where there is a dislocated unit of the administrative unit, and you go fix your problems there. But this doesn't work in case of foreigners, because some things are, you know, have to be handled by specific local, you know, the unit that has a local jurisdiction. And because administrative units, Lizika no panavim. Yeah, the dog went there and she's watching where the dog went. Pevano. Because administrative units are also in charge of issuing building permits. Quite a lot of projects they had to stop because they didn't get necessary permits, and apparently companies started firing people, and majority of workers in the construction business here in Slovenia are foreigners. And if you want to have a work and residency permit, you have to have a gainful employment. And if I'm not mistaken, it's so the company, the work permit is based, I believe, on the employer also. I don't know if they have like free work permit. I would have to check that. So and now you have foreigners who are because of strike who can, and apparently some have already lost work because of the strike. Well, the only let's say concrete action done by the responsible minister in charge of the public administration in this month, so in June, was that he fired the head of Ljubljana's administration unit and replaced it. So she was replaced with the head of another administrative unit from a smaller town, but who apparently he was put in charge to fix problems, but workers are on strike. He cannot basically do anything. So people are now guessing why that previous head was fired, because she couldn't do anything regarding the strike, and the government is still officially at least working on solutions. They already said by the June that they will have solution. Now it's basically end of June and still nothing. And really soon there will be so-called parliamentary holidays, vacations, and nothing will be done. Lizzie, Kaiser. Okay, we will end on this point.